Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is about stressing relationships, or specifically not stressing relationships. This is actually like something that literally happened to me today. I've been like eliminating people out of my life. I've been bringing in new people into my life as well. And I something that I've been learning has been to allow these relationships to just flow and to just, whatever happens happens, and the universe will kind of take care of it, and you just have to focus on yourself and, bringing a better version of yourself to this relationship, if that makes sense, whether that be friendships, lovers, family, whatever. I realized one, we are extremely young. Like, why are we stressing over relationships when we need to be worried about either our grades, our homework, like we're building a life, like we're building our life, we're getting ourselves together. I just find it pointless and like a little ridiculous, to be honest. The way that I sometimes obsess over a human being, and if they text back, it's like I don't understand why sometimes I've talked to my therapist about this. But I sometimes allow a person not texting me back affect my mood and my energy, and allow it to decide my day, and I allow it to decide how I will go through my day, and it's usually in a negative connotation. But if they're like texting back and good energy, then my day is in good energy as well. So we're working on not allowing that. I've been doing a lot of meditation with like self validation mantras, like I am enough. I dictate how I will live my day, and I will stuff like that. I deserve to be loved. I deserve, also, I realize that sometimes people don't text back. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. That doesn't mean they don't like you anymore. That just means that people are busy, Manny. Like, not everybody is on their freaking phone, and not everybody is just, waiting for your freaking text to text you back. Like, I sometimes need to remind myself that if someone doesn't text me back in like 12 hours or something, that doesn't mean they don't like me, or that doesn't mean that I'm not enough, or that I did something wrong. That just means that I'm not the center of the universe. And I not everything is about me, and there's like people have lives to live. So I like to remind myself that, like, okay, obviously they're busy, like it's fine. And for example, like, let's say your lover or someone you like hasn't texted you back in like 4 hours, right? I, sometimes like your friends don't text you back in 4 hours either. Like, I'm sorry, sometimes my friends don't text me back fast, but they're still my friends and they still love me and I still love them. So it's like you kind of have to remind yourself that nothing is wrong. You are enough, you are okay, and people will answer when they have the time. And I feel like that reduces my stress of the relationship. That reduces me stressing over a relationship. I also like to remind myself that like don't need slash deserve to be stressing over a relationship, for example a friendship, when like if things aren't working out, if the energy is off, just allow it to flow and allow it to run its course, and like the universe will take care of it. I personally do believe in, like, you know if people walk out of your life, it's for the better, and that relationship is a lesson, and we're gonna move on and learn from it. And I think that's beautiful, and I think there's beauty in it. I feel like lately a lot of people, not a lot of people, some specifically one person has walked out of my life who I thought was going to be in my life forever, and I decided to not stress over that relationship, and I was like, okay, if they don't want to communicate, I don't control that, and I'm going to just flow with it, and now it's come to an end, and that's okay. I'll be fine. I like to remind myself that I have the world to see. I have so many people to meet, so many places to go to. I'm going to be more than okay. And so are you. I feel like we're so young to be stressing out over a human being who doesn't text us back, or over a human being who, like, I don't know. I think we need to focus all that energy on ourselves. I feel like during this time, like our 20s and our late teenage years, I don't think they should be used to waste on pointless relationships with people who don't add to your life. I feel like they should be used on our energy and our hobbies, and focusing on the type of humans we want to be and the type of humans we want to bring to the table. Because at some point I do believe that you attract what you are. I think there's some, little washy-washy between that, but I do kind of believe in that. Like, you will attract the type of person that you are. So let's, become a very, rounded human being. And I guess if you are a very rounded human being, you're going to notice, the red flags. You're going to notice when people don't deserve to be in your life, or when you've outgrown people. So you're going to, leave their life. And I think that's beautiful. I feel like life is, it's a constant ever flow, and like you're constantly growing and evolving, and just, you're changing, and you meet new people, and there's just so much to life than stressing out over one specific person. And I feel like this is such of like, take your own advice, Manny, please. And I don't know why I struggle with this. I think it's like like like, I don't know. It's kind of odd, and I feel like that's something that I don't like about myself, is that I allow people who don't like, when people don't text me back, I allow that to affect my day. And I feel like the point and the goal for me is to like strengthen my inner self to the point where I don't allow that to affect my world. And I feel like I am getting better. I have gotten better. Today, like, I went to the gym, and I decided to, not like focus my energy and whatever. I also feel like do not disturb is like my best friend. Like, I would literally just put my phone on do not disturb, and if they text, they text. If they don't, they don't. That doesn't matter. I'm going to enjoy my day. So I feel like that's a good step. I think that's a skill that I developed. I've like made to make sure, like, hey, like, when I know that I am obsessing over a human being, I'm like, I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb. I'm going to mute their notifications, so I won't have, the constant reminder that they can text at any minute or whatever. And it doesn't, like, it's helping me learn how not to stress over a relationship. Like, just allowing things to run their course, and just allowing the universe to flow, and just, just just knowing that everything will be okay. Everything will work out. If this person is meant to be in your life, it will be fine. And if they're not meant to be in your life, know your worth. Realize that they are not giving you the same energy that you are giving them. And just, a little block and delete. Or a conversation can be had. Like, hey, communication really, I thrive on communication. I would enjoy if you improved in your communication skills. But also, I feel like sometimes we do have to understand that people are busy. But also, like, people are on their phone 24/7. So it's like, let's be for real. But I can't have that mindset because it affects me. So I have the mindset of, people are busy. They will text you back. If they don't text you back, that does not mean that they don't love you. They still like you. People are just busy, and not everyone is on their phone. And I think it allows me to just, let it go. And I really have to refocus on myself, and like, really just learn that, just allow life to flow. Like, the universe will take over, and everything is just, aligned, and everything will be okay. And I really, really want to focus all this energy on myself. I really want to be able to just not allow the outer world affect my inner world, because I think there's a lot of power and strength that I can hold if you don't stress relationships, and if you're just like, it is what it is, and move on. I feel like that's power for me. And I've been learning how to do that with like family, for example. Like relationships with family has always been a little tricky with me just because sometimes there's different viewpoints and sometimes there's really a lot of disagreements, but I've been realizing that the people who want to be in your life will make an effort in being in your life, and you do not need to stress out about it because people will be in your life if they really want to, and you need to just, allow it to happen. And you can't force relationships either because it's not organic and it's not healthy for anybody. And I think that's why I'm lonely. I think that's why I spend most of my time alone, because I only allow people in my life who, love me to the fullest. Or yeah, I don't accept half love. I don't accept half energy. And I think there's power in that, and I think it's added a lot of more love and value to my life and a lot of more self-respect, because I don't want to stress out over relationships if they're like wishy-washy with me. I like to learn where people stand on. But anyways, I love you so much. I hope you safe and know your worth. Bye.